What is up, all you lovely creatures who are wanting to do the YouTubes? So, quite a bit of people were asking me to give them, I guess, my tips on how to get started. And I guess I can kind of give you my experience and what I learned and what I kind of wish I did from the beginning, etc. And I have actually a little bit of a list on my phone here of things that I feel are important. So who knows how long this will be, but I'm hoping that these, from what I experienced, what I learned, can help you. And this is more towards for gamers, but there are things in there that will help you regardless of whatever you want to be doing. And the first thing is arguably the most important, which is to have good equipment. I'm sure that you've done it, I've done it, where you're looking for a certain something, maybe it's a tutorial, maybe it's a specific video of a game or whatever, but like they're recording the screen with their phone, or the mic quality is like from their laptop or something, and immediately you just nope, and you don't even want to bother with it. I mean, at least I've done that a lot. So there's a lot of videos that you want to give the time of day. I don't care if you have the best personality in the world. If you don't have good equipment, people aren't going to want to watch, to your personality. So now I'm not saying obviously to get to drop $800 on like top equipment. I would definitely suggest studying up a bit on, something that works well. Like I use the Blue Snowball. It's certainly not like one of those really top tier ones, but it's one of those ones that like every YouTuber has at one point or another. Blue Snowball, Blue Yeti. And there's and then I use the free software Audacity for the mic. So just make sure you have good equipment and good software. Now let's say you have your equipment. You have the things that you're comfortable with, that you would watch if someone else had all this equipment. I think you should not hold back videos, because at the beginning, I definitely would make a video and I'd be like, oh, this wasn't good enough, I didn't like it, and I'd scrap it, and I'd just not upload for days and days and days. And this is of course before the big subscriber count I got. But what's the point? That, you know what I mean? You're wasting your time. Even if you're not happy about it, you might as well put it out there and just to have a count of videos and to get more comfortable with it and be more confident, because you want to definitely, it's not easy, but you really need to be confident behind the camera, and act as natural as you can. Even though it's not going to happen right away, I still don't act fully me behind the camera. I'm still kind of I hold back some thoughts. I don't put them out like I should. Okay, so let's say you got your equipment and you're putting out videos somewhat regularly. You should always want to try to be better than your previous video, or the next week or whatever. So I would suggest, if you ever need to look up tutorials on stuff, I still look up tutorials on stuff for Sony Vegas. I'll come up with this idea oh, this would be really cool to do in my video, but I don't know how the fuck to do it. So I'll look up a tutorial and then I'll incorporate it. And then the green screen, for example. I really wanted a green screen for the longest time. Once I finally got it, I was I don't know how the fuck to do this. And the green screen for a while was just not good. And I think at this point now I have it down pretty well. It can still get worked better, but that's because I kept looking up tutorials and hints and tips and stuff like that, which obviously I'm not going to give all these tips and stuff about everything like that. There's plenty of stuff like that out there. But, don't be worried to go out and study up on that stuff if you want to, you want to strive to improve. Okay, so that's all the behind the scenes stuff that no one's going to really see. Well, I guess they will see it on the end, but something that they will see, and this could be a make or break thing, is your commentary. Like I said before, this has to do with confidence and just talking, just saying stuff. Not obviously, don't overdo it, but it's not as easy as you'd think to constantly be saying something relevant to what's happening while performing at a decent level on the game. But it's something you need to, hey, quit sniffing my stuff, you damn dog. Sorry, my dog derailed me for a moment, but yeah, you really want to just focus on being able to say things and, like I said, acting like yourself, because if you don't act like yourself right away, I mean, you're eventually going to act like yourself. At one point or another, you'll eventually get comfortable and act like yourself, and that will be your channel, you know, is your personality. So you don't want people that get this like, oh, you have this kind of personality, but then like, you know, 4 months down the line when you get more comfortable, all of a sudden you're different. You don't want that. I mean, obviously you might not go through such a drastic change always, but just keep that in mind. So let's say you already have all this stuff down, and at this point you're exact, this is fucking pointless. I would suggest looking for opportunities to play with bigger YouTubers, but don't like beg them, don't ask for shout outs or anything like that, because it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, I get asked, people ask me to shout them out all the time, and some people say you should do it every week. And look, it's not like I have, I would like to see small YouTubers grow. You know what I mean? It's cool to see, because there could be some really cool personality out there. But if I'm doing it every week, if I'm just shouting out random people, like, it's going to lose its value, because I'll shout out 69420 Blaze It Sir Snipes a lot, you know, and they'll go and see like really crappy Call of Duty montages on there. They'll be like, Zach's shoutouts suck. I don't trust his shoutouts anymore. You know what I mean? And it just loses its value if I do that. And if I shout out one person, that's kind of unfair to everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, at least when, you know, Ryu shot me out. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. I think he was doing it to be nice. I didn't ask him to do it, but I guess at the same time, like, I already had something going before him, and I did make him the level, so maybe he felt it balanced it out. I don't know. It's not like we talk regularly or anything. It was just kind of that little thing. But I guess like the whole look for opportunities isn't like, I guess I was looking for opportunities when I was starting out, like, but I was looking through it not to play with someone, but to kind of get my name out there. Because when I was first sending Dashy levels in Mario, it was just because I wanted to see my levels get played, and that's it. I wasn't trying to boost off of it. But in the comments when I was saying stuff like I saw people saying, oh, that was a good level, and blah blah blah, like I would go in there and be like, hey, that was my level, and I said it to quite a bit of people, because I was like, you know, I was so proud of it. And eventually, you know, and I already had a reaction video, and I was like, if you guys are interested, I have it on my channel. There's no way I could have expected to blow up the way it did. I don't think anyone expected that. I still get comments of people saying like, why the fuck is this blowing up, blah blah blah. You know, I don't think anyone anticipated that. So in a way, I was looking for that opportunity, but it just went bigger than I expected. So the opportunities that you should look for, in my opinion, is if you're watching my channel, you know, and I'm playing with you guys, subscribers, just, if you have equipment and stuff, just record the gameplay of us together. You know what I mean? I'm totally fine with that. I have no issues with that. And just upload your end of it. And if you want in the title, say like Grand Theft Auto with Z Gaming Guy. I don't know how much that's going to actually work, but it couldn't hurt. You know what I mean? And it's not like I care, you know, if you use my name or anything. It's you're telling it how it is. I was in the video with you. So not only just me, but if you get the chance, but if anyone else, you know, I think that'd be a good way to bring some attention towards you and let your personality shine. So another thing I think would be good is if you can come up with some things unique to you. Obviously it's going to be hard because at one point or another things have probably been done. Like the whole me reading comments during my videos, I'm sure someone's done it somewhere. I haven't seen anyone do it, but you know, I'm trying to be original with that kind of thing. You know, and how my channel has a lot of building involved. Like I like creating levels and stuff like that. I'm known as like a creator a bit, I would think. But yeah, if you can come up with like your own little intro, that's something you say, like not, okay, try to avoid a freaking 3D thing of your name with dubstep playing. Okay, like I can't even tell you the amount of times I've turned away from a video the moment I saw that. I was like, no, I can't take it seriously. Which is one reason why I dropped my intro. Not that it was dubsteppy or anything. I've had it because someone made it for me, and I was just so like thankful, I guess grateful for it, that I wanted to put it out there. But ultimately I do not think intros are the best idea. That's a me thing. It's just my belief, but you know, do what you want. And if you're starting out and let's say you're getting some subscribers in because things are working out, just be prepared for the haters. They will happen. They happen for everyone. and it's just try to brush them off as much as you can. I know it's not easy, trust me, I know. There's every now and then I'll see one that just asking to get destroyed by me because of how fucking dumb they're being and how bad their grammar is. And every now and then, I can't resist the temptation. But ultimately at this point, like if I see people being just douchebags beyond belief and there's no help for them, I just block them. Also, don't get discouraged if you, let's say you get like 50 views per video. You're probably looking at someone like Markiplier who gets like, 1.5 million per video, and you're like, that's nowhere near that. It's like, yeah, Mark's been doing it for a long time. And you gotta realize 50 people, that's still a lot of people. Like if you're in a room with 50 other people and all of them like you for what you do, that's quite a bit. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't discredit that number just because it's not in the millions. Which is why I still, upload things that aren't Mario Maker. Plus people, there's still a group of audience of mine that doesn't like it, or that does like non-Mario stuff. I'll see some people saying like stop playing non-Mario games, which isn't gonna happen. I'm not gonna just change because a couple people ask me to. It's not what I want to do. And they'll say, your views are pretty much all going towards Mario. Clearly people don't care about that. It's like, that's how it is all the time. Look at PewDiePie, 50 million subscribers ish, and his videos get what, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, let's say 1 to 4 million views. That's still 46 million people not watching his videos because they just don't care about that game or whatever. That's natural. I do the same thing when I watch people. And then for the people who do watch you, for you specifically, you better be grateful to them. Those notification squad people, like I know the names of a lot of people who watch all of my videos. I'm not gonna I don't like to single them out, like be like, hey, look at this person, they're so cool, because I don't know, I just don't like to play favorites, I guess. But I definitely know who you guys are that comment every video and always come like right away and stuff like that. I know who all of you are. Okay, so here's something that I also struggle with. So the title, the thumbnail, and especially the tags are very important. My thumbnails are not very great right now. I kind of just pull a good looking section from my gameplay, mainly because I really don't like clickbait. It drives me crazy, but I guess I should put more effort into that. But you should definitely have a good thumbnail. You should have like a non-clickbaity title, but like a one that'll kind of get your attention. But the tags are really important. I underestimated how important the tags were initially, but you gotta there's a couple of really good tutorials online about how to set your tags up properly, I guess, to get your videos more recognized. Because you could be someone with like 5 subscribers, and if you put your tags better than someone with 10 million subscribers, your video will go over theirs. If people are searching for Breath of the Wild Part 1, and you have Zelda, you have Breath of the Wild, you have Wild, you have Part 1, you have all these necessary tags for what that search would be, your video will show up over them. They don't just get it just because they have a bunch of subscribers. And there's one more thing. This kind of goes back to the whole have a unique spin on things. This might not get you the attention as much as it'll keep it. There was a guy, I can't remember his name, but I used to watch him on a channel I used to have, and he had a YOLO series, he called it, where he'd play something like The Forest or Ark Survival Evolved, normally survival games, but sometimes other things, and he would only give himself one life. And he would continue the series as long as he lives, but if he dies once, then he ends the series, just like that. It could be 1 episode, it could be 40 episodes, and I thought that was a really cool idea, and because of that specific idea, I subscribed to him and kept watching his YOLO series. He had other stuff that I would watch occasionally, but it was his original YOLO series that really caught my attention. So if you think you can come up with original series to a game that is already popular, totally go for it. That can only help you. Well, that's kind of all I've learned from my experience, and that I could at least think of currently. I'm sure once I end the video, I'll think of 500 different things, but I'm just turning on a camera and talking to you, and I tried to make notes, but I'm not like a professional or anything, so sorry. I think one of the most important things is to get the attention of people is the tags, and to make sure they don't just leave immediately is good equipment. Well, hopefully this kind of helped you, you know, maybe it, or at least reaffirmed your belief on a particular thing, you know, like just having to continue putting out videos and stuff. You know, it's gonna be a grind. I was in a bit of a grind. Obviously, like Dashie's thing got me this massive boost, and then I kind of halted at about 21,000 or so, and then it was a bit of a grind. Ryu helped me by like, I don't know, 1,500 or so, and now I'm probably going to be back at a grind, but that's fine because I should have been at a grind from the beginning. I have a very lucky, I just had a very lucky moment, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much going to be your breakthrough. If you guys remember, there's a Pawfessor, if that sounds familiar. He is this little douchebag, you know, on the Ryu's video of him playing my level, and he replied to my comment on Ryu's video saying like, you're just riding off the success of others and blah 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 blah. And he was just saying, you know, I was one of those lucky people that just happened to get it. And here's the thing, it's always going to be luck initially. You know what I mean? Whether you happen to get that shout out, or your level happened to get played, or you happen to have that video that for whatever reason blew up, you know what I mean? There's always going to be some luck to it, no matter what. But people like to seem to ignore the part that all the work that went into that. Even if there was that big luck, there's a lot of work that goes into making it happen still. Like for me, I had to, you know, make the level, obviously, which wasn't a big deal. I had to send it to Dashie a couple times, and I sent it to him on times where I felt was smart, which was the night before he recorded. I went into the comments saying, you know, that's my level, come check out my reaction video, blah blah blah. But keep in mind, I still wasn't like trying to create some YouTube thing, but there was work going into it just to get recognized for my levels. And then, you know, once that happened, I started putting out videos fairly frequently. And in that time, in the span of like 4 days, I had spent so much time looking up tutorials for stuff. I guess this is why people make scripts. Scripts, yeah. Scripts doesn't sound like a word the more times you say it. Anyway, I hope you guys found this somewhat helpful. I don't know how much I'm going to leave in because I've rambled a lot. But hopefully the points came across to you. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tip video, and I will see you in the next one.